Okay, so the question number 1 from this first assignment bisection method is solve this x cube minus 9x plus 1 equal to 0 in the interval 2, 3. Remember, it is a cubic root. It have 3 roots there. As cubic equation is there, there will be a 3 roots. So not necessary all the 3 roots are in the interval 2 and 3. It may be away from that. But whatever given to us, that only we have to follow. Is it clear? So the question is find the root of this cubic equation in the interval 2 and 3. So because of that, we are just checking whether f of 2 is positive and negative. If it is positive and negative, we assure that there is a root in the interval 2, 3 there, and then we'll do in a table form here like this. Now this first question I given like a sample question so that you can solve the remaining questions in the same similar way. I want this method only because descriptive is a little means you can do that way also, but I suggest all of you to do this way only. The reason is it is a this presentation looks very good so that examiner can quickly go through the iterative values and quickly see the correct answer and you get the marks there. Okay. So first thing, n indicates the number of iteration, a and b is the interval in which the root exists. Always f of a and f of b should have the opposite sign throughout the iteration, and depending on the value of f of xn, if f of xn is a negative, it should replace the negative values of function. Like f of a is here negative, so f of a should be replaced by xn, or sorry, a should be replaced by xn because f of a and f of xn both are negative. But at last case, f of xn is positive and f of b is positive, so that time only b is replaced there. So that way you have to proceed there in a bisection method. I hope Sahitya, you got the answer what you are asking for. Is that?
Yes, but sir, if a range is not specified in the question that between 2 and 3, so can we start from f of 0?
Whenever range is not specified, definitely near to the 0 there is generally only one root present. Means, for example, either the root is in 0 to 1 or 1 to 2, maximum 2 to 3 only. Okay, generally such examples range is not specified. Whenever the root exists in 0 to 1 as well as 1 to 2, in that case generally it is given in which interval you should find, because examiner want a unique answer there. Otherwise someone can find in roots in 0 to 1, someone finds in 1 to 2 or 2 to 3, like that. Okay.
So, but in this question, f of 0 is coming positive and f of 1 is negative. So we can find the in 0 to 1 interval also.
You can't because straightforward given na, where we have to find it.
Okay, okay, yes, sir.
So you should
Got
read the
it.
question completely first. First read complete question and then you start. Okay, don't try it blindly. Okay. Stopping criteria for this first example is the 6 stages. 6 stages means 6 iteration you have to do it. 6 times you have to do it. That's one. So that about question number 1. In bisection method, the maximum accuracy goes with 1 decimals there. So you'll observe initial root is at 2.5, then it comes to the 2.75, still 1 decimal also not accurate. Okay, you will move to the third iteration, still not a first decimal. To get a first decimal accuracy, you require fourth and fifth iteration. In fourth and fifth iteration, the first decimal start repeating there. Okay, that way. So it is a very slow convergent method. Bisection method is a very slow convergent. Because of that, generally it is not preferred, but in the exam, if the question comes solid by bisection method, we have to compulsory do it by bisection method only. Okay, so right now here we have to do 6 stages. So whatever the accuracy, we are not interested in that. Just we say after the 6 stages or after the 6 iteration, the answer is a 2.95. Now come to the question number 2 and 3 that you have to finish it tomorrow actually. So for that, question number 2 is like one cubic equation we are given, and we have to find by bisection method, we have to find the root correct to the 3 decimal places. Now in this case, you should calculate f of 0, you should calculate f of 1, you should calculate f of 2, you should calculate f of 3, and you will observe f of 2 and f of 3 have the opposite sign. F of 2 and f of 3 will have the opposite sign. So you will tell that root exists in the interval 2, 3. That is a step number 1. Step number 1. the root exists in 2 3. Then by this table method, okay, just whatever I shown you one example there, that way you should complete and you get the root as a 2.7064. 2.7064 will be the root of that equation. Correct up to 4 decimal places. You may require 6 to 8 iterations here again. Okay, but I will ask another thing, how to get the answer for the second part. Hence find the negative root of this function. The question is hence find. So can you use the information that root of this equation is this much? So what about the root of this equation? Is there any connection between these two equations?
So the y-intercept is
Why
the
is
sign
this?
of the, I think the sign of the y-intercept that is different.
Actually, okay, I will tell you. If this first equation is fx is equal to 0, this equation is f of minus x equal to 0. Okay, so that is a relation between these two equations first. Okay, if this is f of x equal to 0, this is f of minus x is equal to 0. For example, you replace x by minus x here. If you replace x by minus x there, you will get minus x cube. I will write it here, minus x cube minus 4 into minus x, that is plus 4x, and minus 9 equal to 0. What you've done, you replace x by minus x, you get this equation. If you take minus 1 common, you get this equation. So this equation is f of minus x equal to 0. Okay, f of minus x is equal to 0, that is. Now there is a property. Is there any property of a root for the function fx and f of minus x? Yes, anyone? If you have fx equal to 0 and f of minus x is equal to 0. So if alpha is a root of fx equal to 0, then minus alpha will be the root of f of minus x equal to 0. This is the property. I am repeating the property. The property states that if alpha is a root of fx is equal to 0, minus alpha should be the root of f of minus x equal to 0. So what should be the answer? What should be the answer, or what should be the root of the second part?
minus 2.
Minus 2.70.
This answer with a negative sign. Okay, minus 2.7064. That's you have to write it only. So at the end only you have to write, if alpha is the root of fx equal to 0, minus alpha is the root of f of minus x equal to 0. Therefore, minus 2.7064 is the root of that equation. That's one. Okay, so that about question 2. I hope there should not be any doubt in that question 2. So can we move to the question 3 here? Okay, so question number 2, the stopping criteria was correct up to 3 decimal places. Means once 3 decimals start repeating, you have to stop the iteration. Okay, now come to the question number 3. In question 3, again bisection method for the equation sin x equal to 1 by x. Yes, what should be precaution? You should do it here when you do the calculation.
The radian.
Radian mode. Very good. You are correct. So whenever trigonometric function appear, you should click that you have to go to the radian mode of a calculator. That's one. Now this question is very straightforward again. The interval is given and stopping criteria is given. So we have to find out in the interval 1 and 1.5 with a 7 iteration. Okay. And here is the answer. So you should complete it and submit it tomorrow. And I will again tell you, do all these questions in a table form only. So question 2 and 3 that you have to do it mainly. Any doubt? Yes, Utkarsha, if you change x to the minus x, whole equation is a changing. That's true, because but it is equation na, fx is equal to 0. If you have fx equal to 0, let we take a simple example. Let we take a very simple example, then it becomes more clear. Suppose you will have the equation, say Sanchit, it's not compulsory that you have to do it only on the lecture time that you have to do it. I'm asking that tomorrow you have to submit this assignment, means tomorrow up to 1200, okay, 2400 hours. Okay, tomorrow late night 2400 hours. Up to that you have to finish, so that the day after tomorrow I will check how many of you submitted. Those who not submitted, I will mark them as absent. And again, already I told, if you not submit it, your internal marks will affect there. Okay, so that is another thing there. So you can do it anytime there. But tomorrow I'm instead of the lecture, you have to complete the assignment. That is the thing. Okay, I'm taking a very simple equation here because I think Utkarsh have a problem. Let us take equation x plus 2 equal to 0. This is our fx. Fx equal to 0. Yes, Utkarsh. Tell me what is the root of this equation?
So -2.
X equal to -2. X equal to
Yes, sir.
-2 is a root. Now I will write f of minus x equation. F of minus x equation will be minus x plus 2 equal to 0. And what is the root of this equation?
+2.
Okay, so this is very simple, logical. See, this topic is just mainly useful to you to develop your logic, because this topic is completely logical. It's not so difficult, and I will say you don't have to remember too many things also there. Only logic is very important here, so that you have to use there.
No, sir. Actually, my doubt is that 2 plus 2 is the answer of that second equation, not the
Yes,
answer first
see,
equation.
alpha is the root of first equation, minus alpha is the root of second equation. That's one.
So the question is asking find the negative root of that first equation, not for the second equation.
No, and hence find the negative root of second equation. Na? This is the second
But
equation.
okay, that second
You should
equation. Yeah.
read it carefully. Na? Okay. Okay, so that's the first one. I'll move to the second assignment 2 here. Now this second assignment is on false position method or regular falsi method. Again, I will suggest you to do these questions in a table form only when you submit it. So the question number 1, cubic equation, we want correct up to 3 decimal places. Interval is also given 2, 3. So everything is straightforward here. Only this formula is changed, and instead of positive negative, we require actual values there. Okay, so this we'll see, we already seen. Now here the question, stopping criteria is 3 decimal places, correct to 3 decimal places, and we'll observe here in 6th and 7th iteration, the first 3 decimal 094 start repeating. So because of that, we stopped up to the 7th stage, and we say 2.094 is a correct root up to 3 decimal places after 7th stage there. Okay, so that about the question number 1. Only the formula is a different, and because of that, there is a small changes in the table according to that. Okay. So question number 2, where we seen this x e raised to x equal to cos x. As cos x appeared, trigonometric term, we have to go in the radian mode. And with a regular falsi, we have to do it up to correct 3 decimal places. This already we finished in the last session also. So here the f of 0 and f of 1 are positive and negative. So root lies in the interval AB. Root lies in the interval AB. So I want one thing here. Quickly, can you calculate these values and tell me here, because we will finish this part here only. I want take out your calculators, or those who completed this calculation, they can tell me what is our fx. Fx is a cos x minus x e raised to x. Okay, cos x minus e raised to x. So I want the value of 0.49404. So first of all, you should be in the radian mode. Go in the radian mode. If you not, then cos of x means cos of 0.49402 minus, okay, already I got one answer there, 0.708. Let I check. Minus, take a bracket, 0.49402 into e raised to 0.49402, bracket complete. I will just check only one. Yes, the answer given by, I think, okay, few of you already given me the answer. I think if Iftikhar and Sanchi. Sanchit, you are asking me this question is Moodle Penny. I already told nothing is on the Moodle. I am going to upload it. How you are asking? Okay, points not 708. The answer given. These are correct. Okay, few of you are giving me that answers. Okay, all you are correct. Point not 70H. Okay, so that is correct. So the same value will go here. Okay, so just this value now. Next value. I think Iftikhar, Mrityunjay, both of you are correct. So give me the next value for 0.50995. Okay, point not, very good. Point not 236. Okay, 2359, 2359. If you're writing 4 decimal, okay. Mrityunjay and Iftikhar, both of you are giving me the answers. Good, thank you. Next value, 3 more. 0.51520. Point not, okay. 0.0076. Giving 4 decimal. That's okay. Next value then. Point not 254. And the last value, is it 0.0026? Okay, I am getting not 26. Okay, 84. Not 84. Thank you very much. Thank you, this Iftikhar, Sahitya, and I think Iftikhar. And I think who is there? Sahitya. Okay. Mrityunjay. Okay. 3 of you. Okay, so that about the table that we already seen in the last session, only this question. And you will observe this is again correct up to 3 decimal places, and 0.517 these start repeating in 7th and 8th iteration. So we got that this as answer after 7 or 8 iteration. We got the answer root of this equation by regular falsy method or method of false position. Now we have to do the question number 3 and 4 tomorrow here, and that you have to submit mainly. Solved example, no need to submit it. Only unsolved example that are important that you have to submit, I will tell you. So question number 3 is use method of false position to find the real root of x log x at the base 10 equal to 1.2 correct to 4 decimal places. So the same question we already finished by Newton-Raphson method. Is that we already done this by Newton-Raphson? Yes, correct, Swapnil. But now we have to do it by regular falsy. So do this by regular falsy. Again, you may require 7 to 8 iteration, and you will get this as answer there. Okay, but keep in mind that you have to convert the log 10 to the log e. That is, you have to convert to the natural log there. We'll discuss about it in Newton-Raphson again. Yes, which value is different, Swapnil? This answer is of 2.7406. There may be a small change in the last 2 decimal. It may happen only. Which value is different? Yes, small change is always there because these are approximate roots only. So that can be there. And depending on method, again, you may get a small error there. Okay, so last question. Use method of false position to find the root of a 32 correct to 3 decimal places now. So our aim is to get root 32 by using a method of false position. Now you may think why there is a need of false position method, because you have a square root tab on your calculator, and when you press that root of 32 on calculator, you directly get the answer as root of, sorry, it is a fourth root we want, my mistake. So I thought only square root. We want a fourth root of 32. So that also we can calculate. We take 32 raised to in bracket 1 divided by 4. And if you do that on a calculator, we get the answer 2.37841. Okay, that way. Yes, actually, these methods are more useful in a days when there are no calculators and we have to we require these random root of not standard values, non-standard values. Like we want the value of just here the example is that. So suppose we want a square root of 32 only. Okay, we know the square root of 36. We know the square root of 9 that way, but root of 32 is difficult to compute, so that time yes, these methods can be used there, but nowadays it's not required. Actually calculator can do all these things. So you can use a calculator to cross check your answer whether your answer is correct or not at the end, but or at the beginning also you can calculate, and keep in mind that your answer should be 2.3784 that way. So but here we have to do it by false position method. So we should create one equation. So how to create the equation? Yes, anyone? Which equation we have to solve so that we get a fourth root of 32?
X to the power 4 minus 32.
Nice, correct. Okay, very good. So in this case, actually, we have to find out fourth root of 32. So let me assume that x is only that fourth root of 32. 32 raised to 1 by 4. Actually, we want that x which is 32 raised to 1 by 4. So taking fourth power on both sides, we get x raised to 4 is equal to 32. So we get x raised to 4 minus 32 equal to 0. And this will become our fx. So indirectly we got this fx. Now fx is x raised to 4 minus 32. And for this we have to find out the value of x. So we can go by this false position method. We have to take two consecutive values where fx is a positive and negative, and we already observed if you use a calculator, yes, correct, 2 and 3, very good, because 2.3 is there, so it indicates this is in between 2 and 3, so your f of 2 and f of 3 will have opposite sign. Either I think f of 2 will be less than 0 and f of 3 is greater than 0, so we can say the root exists in the interval 2, 3, and then you can proceed. Yes, what's the problem exactly? You are disconnected, that is a different thing. Okay, if you want exact thing, like our aim is to get the fourth root of 32, and this is the way you can complete it. Just take x is equal to 32 raised to 1 by 4, then x4 is a 32, and now we have to solve this equation. Then solve this equation, and to get a root of this equation, f of 2 is negative, f of 3 is positive, so root exists in 2, 3, and just apply a false position method, you get that required answer as a 2.378 there. Okay, so that about your assignments for tomorrow. So here I'm expecting from you that I will change here again. This question 3 and 4 only you have to solve it, because already these are solved there. And from assignment 1, that question 2 and 3. So I will show you. Assignment 1, question 2, 3 you have to do it. Assignment 2, 3 and 4. So these 4 questions that you have to do it tomorrow. And now I will move to the Newton-Raphson method. I'm not completely prepared this assignment, so it just will go through this and we'll stop it. Okay, so that later on I will give the assignment on Newton-Raphson also. So right now, this is the first question that we already discussed in the last session. Come to the last method here of algebraic equation. We have to find this x log x at the base 10 equal to 1.2 by Newton-Raphson method, correct to 4 decimal places. So you'll observe fx is x log x at the base 10 1.2, that is a given. So f of 1, f of 2, f of 3 calculated, and f of 2 is negative, f of 3 is positive. So we said the root exists in the interval 2, 3. Already I said in the last session only, if the root exists in the interval a comma b, we always take x0 equal to b. That is a better thing for uniform calculation of everyone. Okay. Otherwise, already I told you can take x0 as a plus b upon 2 also. You can take 2.5 also. X0 equal to 2.5 is also the correct choice. So I think who is asking, can we use log 10? Yes, you can do that way also, Sahitya, not an issue. You can calculate log 10 separately and the change of base formula that way, or here I done the same thing, or you can do the formula here only that way. So fx is given, this fx is given x log x at the base 10. So I will write that part only. Log x at the base 10 can be written as log x at the base e divided by log 10 at the base e. This is more detailed, but if you are not interested to write the base, and if you write only log x upon log 10, that is also okay, but the better is this one, ln x upon ln 10. Log x at the base is ln x, log 10 at the base is ln 10, so that you will come to know that you have to press the ln tab of your calculator also. That is the value of log x at the base 10. So that is only here written. This x as it is, log x at the base 10 is ln x upon ln 10 minus 1.2. So this one is the fx first. Now to get f dash x, ln 10 as it is, and derivative of x log x is by product rule. You'll observe derivative of ln x is 1 by x. Okay, derivative of ln x is 1 by x. So x into 1 by x, that is 1, plus ln x into derivative of x is 1. So 1 plus ln x. So this is f dash x. So for Newton-Raphson method, we require x0, which is 3, and we require these two things. So these three things are required, and you can start a table again. So n, xn, f of xn, f dash xn, and iteration formula, xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn upon f dash xn. So n is a 0, that is x0. x0 is 3. If you replace 3 in function value, f of 3 you will get this much, f dash of 3 you will get this much, and you get this first value as x1 by putting here. So you have to put xn as a 3, this 3 value here, f of xn value in the numerator, this f dash xn value in the denominator. Just do this calculation, you get that one. And you have to repeat it. You have to repeat. Newton-Raphson is a very faster convergent method. It's a very fast convergent method. So you will always get in maximum 3 iteration. 3 iteration you will require in Newton-Raphson method. And I will tell you another important thing, that if the root exists in the interval and that interval is the 2 nearest integer, then only it requires maximum 3 iteration. But if you are far away from the root, you may require more iterations there. Okay. So here we got the answer 2.7406, correct up to 4 decimal in second stage only. That is actually third iteration. Second stage is a third iteration here. Okay. So another example, we are using x e raised to x equal to 2. We have to find the root of x e raised to x equal to 2, correct to the 3 decimal place, similar to the previous example. So fx is x e raised to x minus 2. F of 0 is negative, f of 1 is a positive. Okay. When you use e raised to x on your calculator, you should be more careful. You have to press, suppose you have to calculate this value. Suppose you have to calculate f of 1. So that f of 1 is nothing but, it is actually 1 e raised to 1 minus 2. This you have to calculate. Okay, 1, because x is 1, na? 1 into e raised to 1 minus 2. Now, when you use a calculator, you will press 1 probably, or it may not, because 1 into e raised to 1 is that one only. But when you press shift and ln, when you press the button shift plus ln, then calculator will show you e on your calculator. It doesn't indicate it took the value of e. Actually, it is e raised to something is there. So you have to press 1 also there. If you press 1, then only it takes e raised to 1. And then you type, you have to press, after this you have to press 1. And after this you have to press minus, and then you have to press that 2. And that will gives you e1 minus 2. And then you get this answer. Then only you get this answer. Okay, some of the students, what they do, they will not, they never type that 1. They type e and then minus 2 directly. So which answer the calculator will show you? E raised to minus 2. If you press e and then minus 2, it gives you e raised to minus 2 value. Am I clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just take a precaution when you press some buttons there. That's only the important thing. Should not do a silly mistakes in calculation. You should know how calculator works mainly. That is the main thing. And now this is just iterations then, and you get the answer. Maximum 3 iteration, you will observe it start repeating. So you get the answer 0.852 after 3 iterations there. One more example, 3x equal to cos x plus 1 near 0.6. Now see here, our aim is to get the root of this equation near 0.6. So indirectly x0 directly given. Yes, you can do that also, Swapnil. You can do 2 minus e raised to x e raised to x also. That time all your values means a replaced by b, b replaced by a probably. Okay. So answer will same. Your answer should come same. 6071. Which equation you are saying, Swapnil? 0.6071. Okay. Okay. I think you got the answer. Yes, correct, Sahitya. Newton-Raphson method is one of the best method to get the roots of the equation because it is faster convergent, and that is the main thing mainly. Okay, and it gives us more accuracy than the other methods also. But in examination, whatever the method is asked, that only you have to follow there. So 3x minus cos x minus 1, that you have to solve it at 0.6. So x0 is 0.6 directly taken because you have to find out root which is near to the 0.6, and then you got only one iteration. In one iteration you will get the answer. Now you will observe one more important thing here. When you calculate f of this value as this one, so I'm saying indirectly f of 0.6071 is like 0.1234550. It is roughly the 0. So that is only the definition of a root. F of alpha should be 0, then alpha is a root of fx equal to 0. If f of alpha is a 0, then alpha is a root of fx equal to 0. This is the root. So generally f of xn will come very close to the 0, then only it is a root there. Okay, but that is when it is near to the 0, it is a more accurate root that way. So every time you will observe f of xn comes to the 0, near to the 0 here. So that about the first type. Now type 2 examples on Newton-Raphson, where we have to find out like a root of n. So you will see the second question, second type 2 equations. Type 2 questions on Newton-Raphson. Example 4. Find iterative formula for finding a root n and hence find root of 41. So let x is the root n because we have to find out the iterative formula for root n. First we have to construct equation. So let x is the root n that we require. So x square minus n is 0. So fx is x square minus capital N. F dash x is a 2x. After this, you can write it in k form or you can write it in small n form also. By Newton-Raphson, we say xn plus 1 is equal to xn minus f of xn divided by f dash of xn. So this is the formula that we have. Now xn will be as it is, f of xn, this is fx. So replace x by xn throughout. So what will be f of xn? This is a xn square minus capital N divided by f dash of xn. So x replaced by xn, so 2xn. So this is the iteration formula. So this is the end of the step number 1. Step 1, you can keep this as a iteration formula, or this one, or if you want to simplify and you write a simplified formula, that is also okay. So you can write this formula as iteration formula, or you can write this. This is just simplified. What simplification is done? Separate division is taken and just small simplification is done there. There is no need of simplification. You can keep this also the iteration formula. Once you get iteration formula, give this as equation 1 and use that equation only to get root 41. Now root 41, if you use a calculator, you will get 6 point something. 6 point something. So you can take x0 is equal to 6, or you can take x0 equal to 7, or you can take x0 as 6.5, because this root 41 exists in the interval 6 and 7. Is it clear? Root 41, when you calculate on calculator, it gives you 6 point something, 6.40 maybe. Now if you take x0 equal to 7, or if you take x0 as 6, if you take x0 as 6.5, your iteration values may be little different, but answer will be unique at the end. So you should take the value which is more close to the root. So when you take root of 41, it is coming 6.40. So best value is either 6 or 6.5. So if you take x0 equal to, let x0 equal to 6.5, that's better. You can replace here x0, you get x1, then calculate x2, x3 till how many decimals repeat? No, there is nothing is given. So you should, whenever nothing is given, stopping criteria is not given, find the answer correct to 4 decimal places. 4 decimal places. Remember this thing, whenever the stopping criteria is not given, like correct up to 3 decimal, 4 decimal, or stages not given, you should do the calculation till 4 decimals start repeating. Okay. This is the solved example. You'll observe later on x1 calculate, x2, x3. You'll observe 4 decimals start repeated after 3 iteration only. So 6.4031 is the approximate root of 41, correct up to 4 decimal places. Okay. Now example 5 and 6 are exactly similar to this only. Only the difference is in example 5, we have to find out pth root of n. So we can start like this. Let x is equal to capital N raised to pth root, means raised to 1 by p. So x raised to p minus n equal to 0, that will become your fx for this question. That's only the change. You'll observe this is iteration formula become, and then 10 raised to 1 by 3 you can compute on calculator. It may come 2 point something, so you can take x0 is equal to 2 again, and you can complete this. You will get the answer. Final answer is 2.1544, and last is similar to that. That's one. Okay, so that about your last method, Newton-Raphson method. Okay, so actually we finished first 3 method. So I will prepare the assignment on this last numerical method again. Just 1 minute.